Now like to request Reverend Rana Yoav to give his remarks on today's event.
Your Excellency Muazzam Ahmad Khan, Mrs. Lina Salim Muazzam, Lord Bishop of Guildford, Bishop Michael Nazir Ali, and our beloved Dr. Jane Shera. You have now cross and crescent. I wish you get Victoria Cross or Cross of Templar, then you will have cross, crescent and star. When I was in theological college, I learned if you really want to enjoy the round of applause, or if you want to be an excellent speaker, if you have invited at the end to give remarks, try to be brief. And everyone will say he's an excellent speaker. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I come from Wales. I'm a minister in Wales. It will be absolutely stunning to say something in Welsh to you. It simply means Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Interestingly, the country I come from, where I was born, in Pakistan, the term we use for Christmas has nothing to do with Christ or Messiah. It is called Bada Din, which means the great day. I don't know why it is called great day. The length of Christmas Day is among the shortest day of the year. But it is still a big day, or Bada Din, which means the impact Christmas has been able to make on the life of the people in the communities, not only in Pakistan, but around the world, in last 2 millennium, last 2,000 years, is huge. Briefly, I'm going to mention a few stories to portray the picture of Christmas in, to, and from Pakistan. When I mention Christmas in, to, and from Pakistan, please keep in mind the dates which I will mention. There may be the difference of hundreds of years, but there will be a link how Christmas, which is not a celebration or a feast, that means sit, celebrate and sing. It is go, move and journey for peace, into, to and from. Now, on 24th of December 1818, a man called Joseph Mohan, he was a priest in a small town in Austria. He met with the local vicar and told him, I have written a poem and I would like this poem to either read or to sing on Christmas carols. He said, okay, I will introduce you the local headmaster whose name was someone called Gerber. He said, meet with him, he will put it into a musical form in a tune and then you can sing. Just in half a day, everything was done, they composed, and when they arrived in the church, the organ was damaged by the mice. So they were very disappointed what to do. What they did, they were just be still. They can't do anything. And finally, Mohan, who was the composer, but also he was able to play a few instruments, he found an old guitar lying in the side of the church. He picked it and they sang together. And the congregation, they joined in the chorus when they were singing together, Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Silent Night, the famous, or one of the most famous carols. The story not finished. The story started in 1818. Nearly 100 years after, the carol Silent Night, magically restored 1914. Christmas truce of history. It was one of the history's most powerful, yet forgotten Christmas stories. It took place in an uncertain settings. The mud, the rain, the cold, dark and grey. Killing of the trenches of World War I. It happened in spite of orders to the contrary of superiors. It happened in spite of the languages barrier. It happened despite enemies and friends. They were together. And it still stands as the only time in history that peace spontaneously rose from the lower ranks in the major conflict bubbling up, the officers, the temporarily turning sworn enemies into friends. Silent night. Since Bishop Andrew is here, I would like to mention another story. During the first independent war of India, जिसे हम जंग आज़ादी कहते हैं, there was a family called Hunter family. They moved from Scotland to live in Sialkot to help people in education, healthcare, and various other areas of life. Hunter family, man, minister, his wife, and a little baby. 3 of them were killed in 1857. They were buried, and still they are highly celebrated in Hunter Memorial Church in Sialkot. In 1861, again Scottish missionaries went from Scotland to Sialkot. But story is still on. In 1961, literally after 100 years, a young woman from Scotland, Catherine Nichols, she went and she took the baton. Story of Christmas is not sit still and sing. Story of Christmas is move, go and share the message of peace. She went from Scotland and she picked only 6 orphan young girls, trained them, educated them, and now after a long time, nearly half of a century, she is still there. A decade ago, she left Pakistan and came back to formally enjoy her retirement, but she couldn't stay in the UK. She went back because her heart was there. She is still in Sialkot, enjoying, helping young girls and people of Pakistan. Your Excellency, your predecessor, said about her, we are very proud of Catherine Nichols and her contribution to Pakistan. We need more people like her. There can be no doubt that the contribution she has made has been immense, irrespective of faith, color, and creed. Story is still on. People from Pakistan, not only to Pakistan, but people from Pakistan, people like Bishop Michael Nazir Ali, James Chera, young nurses, doctors, civil servants, singers, human rights activities, ministers of religion, they all are making contribution to the country they have moved to. They come with their Pakistan identity, but they are making immense contribution in the life of the United Kingdom. Story is still on. People in Pakistan who come from different background, every day despite huge challenges, are taking quite hard steps to make a country a peaceful place for them and for their next generation. And in the end, I would like to give 5 seconds to Pakistan. I would invite you to observe silence for 5 seconds for one of the most celebrated priest who died yesterday, and tomorrow is his funeral, the Dean of Lahore Cathedral, Reverend Shahid Mehraj, who welcomed the Archbishop of Canterbury twice in Lahore Cathedral, who welcomed King Charles III and Lady Camilla when they were in Pakistan a decade ago. He has welcomed diplomats, academics, scholars, religious leaders, national and international leaders, but a man with huge humility and sincerity. He died because he was not well, but the whole church in Pakistan and Church of Pakistan is very sad. Let us observe 5 seconds for that great man, a great man who brought hope in the life of young people and people of all faith backgrounds. Thank you very much. Nadoli Khalavan of Blauden Nabida.
Thank you so much. Now